Hi, I'm Governor Rick Snyder, and I've had the honor to be a two-term governor in the state of Michigan, and it's been an opportunity of my lifetime. We've gone from the state that was 50 out of 50 to a top 10 state, so you can achieve incredible things in a short period of time if you stay focused, and it's not about you, but how you bring your state together. And I recommend get on the gas and go for it. Welcome to New Governor's School. This is a place to learn from others, and have a great experience, and get ready for the opportunity of your lifetime being a governor. One of the things when you become a governor, you have to decide how you want to operate. And in my case, I went for a phrase called relentless positive action, which means no blame, no credit, what's the problem, what's the solution, and get the job done. And I encourage people to think about that as a new governor, because that's what our citizens want. They don't want to see us fighting, they don't want to see us in conflict. They're looking for solutions and outcomes that make their lives better. So I believe it's a great philosophy, and I encourage all to look at it. One thing as a governor, I'm a proud nerd. I actually ran as a nerd. But as part of that, you want to benchmark people. You want to do best practice. We have a lot of dashboards and scorecards to measure how we do, because if you don't measure things, how do you know you're succeeding? And put that in a positive context. So I encourage people to innovate. And one of the first things I did when I was actually putting my team together is I got them together and I said, if everything we worked on worked, it meant we weren't doing our job, because we weren't pushing the envelope hard enough for innovation. Because quite often there's this culture in government to say you can't take risks, but that's part of the problem with government. We need to innovate. One of the expressions we use in my administration, we have t-shirts, we give out awards, is about dog years. And where'd that come from? When I became governor, Michigan was essentially 50 out of 50. We were an economic mess. Our state government was a mess. And I said, we've got so much work to do that normally you hear that expression, in the first 6 months you have to get 4 years worth of work done. I said, that wasn't good enough. So I said, what's even better? 7 to 1, dog years. So we work in dog years. And the part that goes with it that's still true in this last year of mine is I'm telling people I still have several dog years to go, because being a governor is a special honor. And it's an opportunity to say there's a finite period you have a chance to improve the lives of millions of people, 10 million in the case of Michigan. And that's a special thing that you shouldn't waste one day. So I've told people, my last day in office, people will say, well, you'll be cruising. I said, no, I won't, because I may not change 2018 for someone, but I can improve their life in 2020, 2022. Three quick things I would put on the list. First of all, hopefully you ran on a vision and you ran on a plan, but have that plan. And the best time you have to get things done is when you first start. There is a honeymoon period. Don't waste that. Hit the ground running, don't slow down, work in dog years, go for it. Because it's an awesome opportunity to really set the tone for the future and to help as many people as possible. The second thing is I learned, is I came from outside government. This was my first elected office. So it was really important we got people with government experience. Quite often you'll hear, do you have all outsiders or insiders? Build the best blend. Get both, because diversity has positive power, and I believe that in every case of diversity. The last thing I'll say is we sort of build a model that said we got been there and done that people and the young hotshots. And so I say we're bimodal in the sense that I got people that were senior officials in prior administrations, people that knew much more than I did about governing, but then we were able to get a bunch of people that had that energy level to go for things that didn't know they couldn't do something. And so it's really how you fuse all those things together, again, emphasizing the diversity, and do as much as possible as fast as possible. When you get reelected, you have another set of issues. You don't have the honeymoon the same way because everybody knows who you are. But it's still another opportunity to double down, to reinvigorate things, to look at what are the current issues. Because in Michigan, the great illustration I'll give you is when I first became governor, we had come out of a depression. So the question is, where is there a job? Now the question in Michigan, and when I got to my second term, is it wasn't a question about finding a job. It was how do you help people get the skills to take that great, well-paying job. So go with the times and look at that transition, but stay on the gas. one of the favorite things I learned from New Governor's School when I actually went is they had a whole bunch of people talking about how serious and how your whole life's affected and all these crises and how terrible life could be. And it's like, give me a break. I mean, enjoy this. I mean, obviously you're going to have challenges of a lifetime, but this is the opportunity of a lifetime. So don't let all these downers get you down in terms of how they talk about things. Be proud and go for it in terms of improving people, because that's what makes you feel good in the end, is not what you've accomplished, but have you built a team and have you brought a state together in a way where you've made people's lives better. That's incredible. And that I feel very fortunate to have the chance to do that.